Today, my 59-year-old dad is racing against my girlfriend at Parkrun, and having spent some time with the both of them over the past few days, I don't think either can see a situation where the other one wins. So it's going to be really exciting, and I can't wait to be behind the camera for a change. Just for a bit of background on both of the situations here. About 2 years ago, my dad ran his last race. He finished that race and he could barely walk, and later found out that he had loads of health issues, which I was not good at explaining on the day, so I'm going to do it now in the hopes that it can maybe help at least one person out there. So in the few days after that race, he struggled to walk more than 100 metres due to a severe pain in his calf, which at first he thought was something similar to cramp, but later found out that it was claudication caused by peripheral artery disease, which led to a severe burning in his foot. And even now, 2 years later, he still has to walk 30 to 60 minutes before he's able to run pain-free. At the time when he was diagnosed, he asked the doctor if he would ever run again, and the doctor's response was that he's never seen anyone run again, and that their main priority was avoiding amputation, which actually just motivated him even more to get back out there. On top of all of this, because my dad is very old school and very Scottish, he had never been to a doctor for anything outside of broken bones. So through all the tests, they found out that he had Graves' disease, which caused even more issues like very low energy levels and double vision. The doctor's parting advice was that walking was the best medicine, and if he wanted to avoid getting his legs sawn off, he had to just walk through the severe pain and go a little further each day. And go further he did, walking as far as 10 miles or 2.5 hours in the mornings before work, and eventually, after a long few months, coming home suspiciously sweaty, which takes us back nicely to Strathclyde Parkrun. So the fact that he's even here and challenging Holly to a race is kind of amazing, but from what I've heard, and he really doesn't tell me that much, is that he's in pretty good shape and seems to think that he can beat her. Holly, on the other hand, is probably in the shape of her life, but has trained really hard in these past 6 days, and she's just come off a night shift working as a doctor, so she's definitely a bit handicapped here. My dad has tapered for this, his first race in 2 years, so he's really been targeting this. They're both hoping to break 20 minutes, so I think it's going to be close. I'm going to put my bet on Holly to win, but let's go and see how they're both feeling.
Big day's arrived. All the training's been for this day. Strathclyde Parkrun.
Warm up good?
Warm up good. I was running about 6:05s. Quite happy with that. And then I woke up. The plan's to run 20 minutes. It sounds quite easy, but when you break it down, it's close to 6:20s. It's maybe not as easy as what I think, but I'll give it a go. Give it a good go. Yes.
And what do you think about the big race? Do you think you're going to beat Holly?
I'm not sure what shape Holly's in. She started to go into a wee bit of form, and I was quite impressed with her last few mile splits and that long run she done the other day. So I don't think there'll be a million miles in it. I think we'll be quite close. So watch here, see how it goes.
Let's see what shoes we've got. I think we're going for the Adidas Bostons.
Adidas Bostons, aye. I don't know if they're good or not, but they're going on.
My dad's of the old school, so he doesn't like the proper carbons, but Bostons are a nice happy medium for him. See if they're good enough to get the win.
See.
Oh, look at that. Amazing.
A lean, mean running machine.
How are you feeling, Holly?
Amazing.
Amazing.
Never better.
She's no feeling amazing, she's just saying that. She's just done a night shift and she's done it.
Great prep.
And have you tapered for this, Holly?
Yeah, all I've done this week so far was a 20-mile run at marathon pace on Thursday, and a session 3x2k on Wednesday. So, and then last Sunday was the half marathon where I PB'd.
6 days ago, yeah.
So yeah.
Going down, Holly. You're going down.
I heard somebody had their first day off running of the year.
First day off of the year was yesterday. That's how serious I'm taking it. Fresh as a daisy. You're on my way to the start line. Can't wait in it. Everybody else missing it.
Good luck. We've also got Dean here, incredibly talented runner who retired at 12 years old. Hasn't ran since, but he's here in the fresh Vaporfly 2s, ready to mix it up at the front with Holly and my dad. Going for the Vaporfly 3s today. So they're way behind me somewhere. I'll get to about the K mark. I imagine Holly will be ahead because my dad is more the endurance guy. And Holly's got that quick speed that comes with youth. So she's likely to go off a bit faster. My dad will probably come from behind. But let's just stop here and see how things are looking. I'm standing just past the 1K mark and it looks like my dad and Holly have settled into the same pace. This is a surprise since my dad told me that he planned to get quicker every K. So I wonder if he's let the occasion get to his head. They passed through the first K in 3:56, so a few seconds faster than the 4 minutes required for the sub 20 goal, but not an easy pace for my dad to execute his progression plan. As they move through the second K, they're starting to pass people, and my dad is stuck to Holly like glue. They run the second K 1 second quicker than the first in 3:55. As they head back after making the turn at halfway, they're still running together and both running so strongly that I almost couldn't pick them out from across the lock, even in their matching bright yellow outfits. Another K done and another 1 second faster, with Holly taking them through in 3:54. They're both well on track to smash sub 20 minutes, but it doesn't seem to be doing any damage to my dad, who is exactly where he's been since the first step of this race. They come down the hill, and as they're approaching the 4K mark, my dad comes out from behind for the first time. Surely he can't expect to run away from Holly this late in the race. All she has to do at this point is sit behind and wait for the final sprint, but the 4th K split of 3:48 means that sitting behind won't be that easy, and with less than 4 minutes of running to go, my dad sees his opportunity to strike. He makes a hard move past Holly and doesn't give her a chance to respond, gaining a 5 metre advantage almost instantly. Holly hasn't given up though, and for the next 600 metres the gap stays steady at only a few seconds. This is a distance that she can easily make up with the big final sprint that she's become so well known for. Unfortunately for her, my dad is too strong and has too much experience, running his last K in a pretty insane 3:40 for a finish time of 19:12 and the win by 6 seconds. Well done.
Well done.
That was close.
Oh yeah, you got me though.
How was that, everybody?
That was good.
Tough. I thought she had me at 3K, I was hanging on. But then going down the wee hill, I got a second one. Perfect season.
I thought Holly would win, and then when you were in the lead, I was like,
He picked the perfect time to just go past me there. He was like,
Honestly.
did you see me breaking?
I thought, well, I've made a race it anyway.
There's Dean.
And then, as I say, I got a wee, I don't know what happened.
She just
I
felt
started
it.
feeling good again.
Well, once you come down that little hill, you know that you're kind of...
No, but enjoyed it.
Yeah.
1912, I'll take that. Oh, thank you.
well done, Dean.
At 3K, I was just about to let you go.
Yeah.
And
No, but I was like happy when I saw you there, because I was like, well, regardless of what happens at the end, like, we'll both get a good time, so...
So you're happy with that?
Oh, I'm chuffed, aye.
Yeah, really happy.
Even though you got beat, Holly?
I was beat by a better runner today, a better racer, so...
I should have got the boy in front of me.
How did you not?
No, do you know what happened?
What?
I made do it, and you know, see these 3 or 4 women?
Yeah.
And I was like, oh no.
I saw you kind of there, and I
Oh,
was
that's
like,
right.
why
And
have
then
you
I
not
thought,
gone?
oh no, do you know what? I was at 50, I could have probably killed myself in going. But I was like, no,
Yeah.
let me go now.
Didn't have the kick that I normally have at the end of that part.
Yeah, the half marathon last week.
Yeah.
It was actually easier. I'm not saying it was easy. I was expected to feel a lot worse than what I did. I didn't really start feeling it till about the last K, and I think he was playing mind games with me when he was shouting, "Come on, Holly," as if she was like 5 yards behind me, where I knew quite well she wasn't.
No, he just made his move and then that was it.
And it's like, it's such a long straight that I'm like,
I didn't look at once until they three women.
we'll do that again in a wee while once we're a bit fitter, get under 19. That, I feel better for doing that, funnily enough.
So about 6'10" or something.
Well, I don't know. I'm happy that your dad won. I think he would be unsufferable for you to live with for the next wee while had he not. So I think it was a good thing for all of us that he won. So I'm happy for him. We'll see if he says the same about me. But yeah, glad to see that he's on the comeback. Maybe I'll have a training partner when I come back to training after the marathon.
A training partner where you take all the pace.
Yeah, we'll make him do some pace setting, I think. But I think he would agree that I paced that perfectly for us. So we'll see what he says. That's the best mood I've seen him in for about a year, I think. So.
I like them, that's what I'm saying. So I like them. I'm really fussy.
Final thoughts before I go, Dad?
Aye, it was. I enjoyed it. I knew it was going to be close. I knew there wasn't going to be much in it. Take my hat off, Holly. She pushed on, as I say. I thought at one point she had me, but I don't know what happened. I just got a second win for somewhere, and
Maybe 40 odd years of running.
maybe 40 odd years of running, and the killer instinct just kicked in. And I knew I had to get a gap on her before like the last 400 metres, because I knew I've watched her finishing races and she's quite nippy. So I thought, no, I need to go now, and that's it. So I went, and in all fairness, with about 400 to go, my legs started to go a wee bit. But I've planned the 5k at Silvernose, which is May sometime. So, but I might sneak another wee park run in before that, because I said I'm quite happy with that. I'm surprised I ran that fast. So, well, fast for me. I didn't expect to run that time. So maybe sneak under 19 minutes in one of them the next month or something. I'd take that.
Yep.
But Silvernose is the main aim.
We need to find somebody to pace you at Silvernose, because I won't be there.
There'll be about 500 paces.
Holly won't be there because...
It's a couple of weeks after London Marathon. I remember after Valencia I couldn't walk still properly a couple of weeks later, so I'll be there to spectate.
Well, that was a fun morning. I'm going to go and get my miles done while they all warm down. And we try and talk Dean into restarting his running career.
Come on, Dean, if I could do it. I was told I would never run again.
Dean, what was it? See you next time. Cheers.
See you next time. Cheers.